So we're playing Vrising today.
Yes, we are. We're playing V Rising.
Oh, I think it's Vrising. If you look there
V
by the t-shirts. Vrising?
V Rising.
Oh, all right. What's the V stand for?
Vampire.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess that makes sense.
So, welcome back to Level Up Legacy. I'm Julia.
And I am Chance. I don't know, am I going to be Chance or Dad or Captain Chance? Can I be Captain Chance?
You can be whatever you want. I'm going to call you Dad.
Captain Chance.
Well, welcome back to Level Up Legacy. Today we are going to be playing and reviewing V Rising. V Rising is an open world multiplayer survival game that was released for early access in Steam in 2020. It is described as a vampire survival experience.
An experience. That's like when your finals are. What do they call your finals now? Your
Culminating experience.
culminating experience.
Yeah.
I like that. Here is your culminating experience test.
Yes. And it's, the exact same thing. But
Right. Nope. Right.
it doesn't say the word final, so it doesn't, make stress you out as much. Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to experience our vampire survivalness. So we should say we've played this a little bit before, right?
We have,
played
yes.
with your little sister, didn't we? Have a group of 3,
We did.
and
yes.
we went through. And then we split up and played it individually because it's actually pretty good as a solo game, really.
Yeah, it was really fun to play as single player, and it's fun to play together. Yeah.
All right, let's check it out. Let's get
Okay.
some screen moving. Everyone's gonna, disenroll from our TV show.
Yeah. Oh, also, there will be timestamps in the description for where the gameplay and the review begins. So feel free
Yes.
to skip around.
If you just came for the review, go straight to it. We'll tell you what we think.
Okay.
3 out of 5 bloodsuckers. I'm not saying it's 3 out of 5. I don't want to give it away.
No.
I'm just bloodsuckers is what I've decided to.
Okay.
We're rating this.
Okay. So, once you click play, this is where you get to.
Yep. And then you can play online play, which is there are worlds online that people can just join and exit at any time. And there's a whole bunch of people in there, and you can build bases and fight with other people or play on a PvE server where you just can work with other people, what have you. But that is not what we're doing because we don't like strangers on the interweb because they're mostly irritating. We're just playing with each other. All right. We're doing private game.
We're doing
So if
private
you're
game.
just playing with your kids or your friends, private game is the way to go.
Yes, but it also, it's a different way to play the game, playing private versus on a server. So it's all up to what you feel like playing.
Yeah.
You could also host your own server, but I believe that requires paying to host your own server.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, private game. And PvE rules. The clan size that affects how many people can be in your group.
Yeah, your group on the server, and then there's another one I think that says server size, max concurrent players.
Yeah.
You'll probably want to put that up a little bit so that both of us can be there. But click on advanced game settings because there's a lot of I'm not going to go through all this stuff, but some of it's important, especially if you're just playing with your kids. Say, there's part of the game is sort of grinding your way up to build castles and to do lots of cool stuff and level up. And you can minimize the grind, which is nice about this, as opposed to playing a massively multiplayer online role-playing game where the rules are set for everybody, and you're just going to have to go mine rocks forever to build your rock armor, before you upgrade to your bronze armor or whatever. Here, you have complete control over that. So I like to, if you scroll down to blah, 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 blah. Yeah, is it castles? Castles, some stuff you can changing. If you wanted to, because why limit yourself in how big your castle can be, right? If there's a bunch of people playing, then there's a balance to it, right? But for us, it's not. So we're not gonna play long enough that's gonna matter. You can just leave that, I think. Yeah, raise that up if you want. Now we can build as big of a castle as we can fit into one of the tiles. All right, and then all of those are the same thing. If you want to have a whole bunch of servants, why limit yourself? You can have a whole bunch of servants. Okay, and then you scroll down. So here is where I really like the crafting cost Mm, the one I really want to change is the harvesting. So when I cut down a tree, I want to get way more wood than they normally give you. Where's that one at?
I believe it's
Material yield multiplier.
yes.
Yeah, like 4 times. I usually put that one on there. So that way I'm chopping trees a quarter of the time I would be if I was like online playing with a bunch of people where we were trying to maintain it balanced.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
if you're just playing by yourself or with co-op with other people, and you don't feel like grinding out chopping trees for hours upon hours, might as well
Yeah.
move it up.
Right. Okay. Move on.
Start new game.
I actually am or was a submarine captain. That was a plug. That was a plug for myself. When I was a kid, like everybody asked my dad. They were like, "So what do you do for a living?" And he was like, "I'm a grocery store manager." And then they talked about what they did as a job. That was always how you introduced to other other grown men back in the like 80s.
Uh-huh.
Which is so I was like, "Oh, I need to make sure I do something where that's a cool conversation." So then I became a submarine captain. But now that's totally out of style. Nobody asks you what you do for a living anymore. It's like rude, right? So I never get to say it. I never be like, well, actually, I was a submarine captain, and no one asks. So I have to try to find a way to just drop it in. Like, well, when I was captain of a submarine. So I just did that for you.
Although, like, how often do you meet someone that's not also in the military, like another grown man?
That's a good point. Not very often.
Yeah.
Not very often. These days. What do I have to do to join? You have to invite me with your shift tab, just like
Yes.
old Vermintide.
Yeah.
Because Steam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let some steam off, Bennett. Do you think anyone listening? If you got that reference and you're listening to this, you got to leave a comment below. Say what movie that is from. Do you know what movie that's from?
Well, I know it's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, sure.
Was it?
Well, you're gonna have to have somebody tell you in the comments.
Was it
I
Total
guess.
Recall?
Nope. You can't just guess all Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. So stop there. Let someone be the victor of the comment section.
Okay. Yeah. Well, welcome to the character creation screen, which I think for a game like this is quite diverse option of characters that you could create.
It's pretty deep, like almost like a role-playing game.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you got the two body types here. The female body type and the male body type. You've got a whole bunch of skin tones, 242, since I did the math earlier. All these different faces and
Just
the
want to
eye
be clear,
colors.
that's not male and female. That's hourglass and triangle.
And triangle.
Just be clear about
Just
that.
to be clear. Just to be clear.
Okay.
40 different hairstyles. Again, 242 different hair colors. Features like beards.
Yeah, so you can have a beard as a hourglass.
As an hourglass. And different accessories. Generally a fun setup.
Yeah, you can make especially if there's a bunch of people going to be or I think it was helpful for us to make sure we looked pretty different, so we could immediately, especially when 3 of us were playing, we could tell who was who in the zoo, right?
Yeah.
At a glance. Or you have you've already pre-designated.
I've pre-done it, so it doesn't take me like 3 hours.
Yeah. I was just going to tell you to push randomize. That's what I do. Randomize.
Randomize. I gotta have a pretty lady. I can't not.
Yep, it's understandable. Ooh, beehive.
Beehive.
I recommend no beard though.
Oh. What? You don't like the beard?
It's actually kind of cool. Esther. That's a good name. That's a good. You could be a grandma vampire. Esther. Now I feel bad because what if someone's watching this and they're Esther?
They're probably a grandma.
Maybe. Maybe that was mean. I'm sorry, Esther. You have a beautiful name. In 1925. Belladonna. Oh, I like that. That's a good one. Did you make that up or did you get it as a random name?
Well, I made it up, but it's a poison.
Yeah.
And it's also
that's right.
Bella, like Bella Swan from Twilight.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Is she a sparkly vampire? Okay, you should be able to add sparkles.
Yeah, well, you're kind of too busy burning in the sun to add the sparkles. Okay.
All right, you should tell people what's going on now. Well, this is cool right here. This is my favorite part. That's a little concerning. Whoa.
Okay, so at the beginning of the game, you wake up in a little crypt, and there's a small little tutorial to play through. It only takes about 5 or 6 minutes, depending on how long it takes you to grasp all the concepts, but they're pretty easy. It'll walk you through how to kill things and how to craft things, like the basics.
Yeah. Why don't you call me to the game? I don't know if they can see the Steam window when it pops up.
They cannot, but I will add a
So you
descriptor.
shift tab.
Shift tab. Click on your friend that you want to play with, and click invite to play.
Invite to play, and I get a window that pops up here.
You have to press shift tab too.
Shift tab. And then I push, all I have to do is push play game. And suddenly I'm in your game. That's pretty cool. The future is here, people. The future is here. When I wanted to play a multiplayer game, when I was your age, well,
Did
I don't know if we
multiplayer
had-
games exist?
yeah, I don't know. No,
Super Mario.
I don't think so. I feel like StarCraft was the first multiplayer game I played, and that was in college. So,
Yeah. Little bit.
Yeah.
A few more years.
well, yeah, Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
You had to have 2 controllers when I was your age to play a multiplayer game.
One thing to keep in mind is that if you're playing on a private game, then whoever is owning the private game has to be playing in order for other people to play on that game.
Oh yeah, good call.
So it's kind of a all or nothing thing.
All right, Judith is the default name of my vampire.
Oh, we could have been grandmas together.
All right, definitely don't let me put this one on Facebook, because if Aunt Judith, watches our video, which there's a 0% probability of happening, she would be very offended by your comment. All right, so I'm gonna make my character. We're gonna play through the tutorial, and we'll come back after that with the gameplay.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so here we have finished the tutorial. That took a whopping like 3 or 4 minutes. But it could take, I think the first time we played it took longer because we explored more and tried to figure stuff out and everything, so it might take a little longer. But the tricky part is that you can exit on the left side of the map or the right side of the map. And I think when we played last time, like your sister or me or somebody went out the right side.
Liz, my sister.
And the rest of us went out the left side, and then we were like, oh no, we're on opposite sides of the map, and then it's kind of everything can kill you when you first start. So I recommend if you're playing with a group of friends or
I'm
or
getting
your kids.
killed, so we're gonna. People are fighting me right now, so we're gonna go.
Oh.
We're gonna go to the left because
Left side?
in our experience we have found that there are better places on the left.
I agree. All right, so here we are. Oh yeah, like you got beat up. You see me? Dadicus. He was a Roman guy that he turned into a vampire.
Okay, so after the tutorial, we're left with like half a set of armor and a sword.
Oh, now I'm burning. These shadows are tricky. We really should have changed the daytime to be shorter.
Yes, or we should have found a shadowed area to build our castle heart.
Well, there's always going to be some amount. Now, eventually, you'll build a roof, so you'll be fine. And even for your outside areas, you can build something that puts, like, fog out.
Yeah, I got it. So now just build the floors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tab. I forgot. How do you get to building?
B.
That's a tough one.
And build it. You're burning. You're burning.
I still can't.
Do you not have the rocks?
Oh, how did I lose all my? Oh, because I died.
Oh.
There's a scary plant thing shooting stuff at me.
Oh, let's kill it. Oh, a man trap.
Oh, jeez. I'm almost dead. Ah.
My castle requires more.
Oh, wow. I have like 1 hit point left.
Oh.
Let me,
Oh, I'm poisoned.
Yeah, I was poisoned. I was like, I'm still dying. Oh no! He's shooting at me.
Come on, we're gonna kill this guy.
Yep, I'm healing. Oh, you're almost dead. You're gonna die.
Oh. When you're in combat, you can only heal so much.
Oh, he's still shooting at me.
Here, I'm coming back.
This is an epic combat with Plant Man.
Epic combat.
My blood reserves run low.
Look at, I can dodge all of your slime balls. Oh, I can't believe I missed. Why aren't you shooting at him? Oh,
I
there you
am waiting for my countdown to go down. Oh, it's almost night.
are. Wow, he shot this tree down.
Yeah.
Oh man, he hit me.
Oh! I'm downed.
Yeah, you got really aggressive there.
He's almost dead.
Ah. You'll have to speed this up so people don't watch me dancing with the slime balls.
Well, now that part has to go in.
Man, I'm an expert at this.
It's so hard.
I feel like going in and just hitting him, but he'll totally chomp me and then we'll both be dead.
Yeah, I don't want to both be dead. Oh, you
so
could go in. You
close.
could go in and hit him now.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do one more.
Yes. Now come revive me.
Okay.
What'd you
first
get?
I get to loot all this awesome something about pollen.
Got pollen. We killed that guy to get pollen.
Yeah. Ooh, I got so much pollen. And Hell's Clarion. I do like there's a whole like making potions and stuff part with different ingredients. That's fun.
That is fun. I am so low on blood. I need to go
Luckily,
kill something.
well, I'm pretty low too, but I'm gonna build some.
Yeah, you build some of those first.
Yet another accomplishment.
Just need like a animal or a person. Be a wolf somewhere. Preferably not a corpse pile. There's a deer.
Oh, I found all my old stuff.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, that's a corpse pile. I don't like that.
Gotta feed the castle heart so the castle stays intact. Palisade. Just need 3 palisades, and then a wooden coffin to sleep in, a stash to keep our stuff in, and a mist brazier, which will make a cloud appear over the outside areas of our base, meaning the sun won't be able to shine there and we'll be
Yet
safe.
another accomplishment.
I like that.
And luckily, it runs on bones, one of our most abundant resources.
I'm a big mist fan.
Yeah.
I almost walked into the corpse pile on accident.
Okay, and next we start the crafting part. Sawmill and
Put floor below it.
you don't need floor below. We're fine.
You have to have floor below your sawmill. Everybody knows that?
I didn't have anything to make floor with. Now we wait forever for that to make 8 planks so that we can make a simple workbench which will allow us to craft new gear so we can raise our gear level so that we can kill things.
And build our coffins.
You can already do that.
Oh, never mind. I'll build my coffin then.
Oh, I didn't know being in your coffin healed you.
A
That's
pleasing
nice.
Yeah, it
slumber.
does. Just like in real life. Watch this.
A pleasing slumber.
Oh, this is another one that I turned down on our game because I was like, oh, that's annoying to have to keep feeding this thing. So I made the essence last longer.
That's a good one. Because
Yeah.
if the castle heart stops having things, then like your walls will start to like crumble away and stuff.
Yeah. Then the mechanic is because on a server where a bunch of different people are playing, someone might come on and play for a while and build a castle, and then they don't play for a while, and the game keeps going, and their castle will erode away once it runs out of blood essence.
Yeah.
If someone doesn't come take it over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my stash next to my coffin so you know it's mine.
Won't stop me from going through it.
What? And a missed how do you say that word? Brazier?
Brazier.
Isn't that a different word? Or is that brazier? I think it's a brazier.
Brazier.
Gonna have to agree to disagree on that.
And that is one of the strategies you can use to kill things, is that once you begin to feed on them, and you stop feeding on them by pressing spacebar, or left mouse, sorry, they die. So, if it's hard to get something down to them, that's a little bit of health.
Yeah, and that way, because you would want to stop feeding if you have better blood that you don't want to override.
Yeah, which I didn't, so really I should have.
Right.
I should have eaten them. Did you take the planks?
Yeah, totally took the planks. Wow, it's really slow. Maybe we should build another one of these. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
We only need 8 of them.
Again, you can change the amount of time that it takes for materials to refine.
Yes.
That one I don't know if I'd change, because I kind of like you go out and you do stuff, and then you put the stuff into the refining, the sawmill and the other things, and then you go out and get more stuff. If it was too quick, it just happened. You know, there's got to be a little bit of grindiness to it.
Like, I think I'd make it a little bit faster, just because, like, later in the game, you're going to need a lot of planks.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
true.
then you start refining planks into things.
Yeah, but what I do when I played solo is I built the castle, and then I made a whole room of sawmills.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that made it a good reason to build a big, huge castle, because every one of those things I had to have a big, huge room for.
True, true. And, like, once you build castle rooms, they become more efficient, and once you put the specialized floors down, they become more efficient. So it's also, that's an additional part of the progression as you go on. You could have more efficient silos. Okay, can you build this thing with your planks?
Yes.
Sweet. And now, boom, 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 boom.
And that. Oh, you're building all this stuff before I am.
Boom. Boom.
Uh-oh, I'm missing key ingredients.
Boom.
Do you have more rugged hide? Can you put more your rugged hide into the
There we go.
container? Oh, thank you. That's a good like co-op thing. You come back and you put more ingredients into the it's a team effort.
In order to get copper
Oh.
ingots, we would first have to go kill the boss that allows you to build
Oh, that's
copper
right.
ingots.
Oh, I really like that about the system too.
Yes. So the main bosses in these games are called V-Bloods
E-blood.
or 5
Or-
Bloods.
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 And for killing them, you can
An achievement.
you obtain unique things like different crafting recipes, usually magic spells, the ability to harvest different resources, or like shape-shifting forms.
Yeah.
Like, and now,
Oh, show the V-blood window.
well,
Yeah, so I mean, talk about a progression here, right? So it says, hey, your first goal is to kill this level 16 alpha wolf, and it even tells you where it is, northeast, far away, and you just head in that direction and try to find it. So there's a whole exploration, trying to find him, while you don't run into corpse piles,
yeah,
and then look, scroll up the whole thing, yeah. And then there's like level 20. There's 3 different guys, 20 different guys, and this guy and that guy. Look how far it goes. Like when I played solo, I think I made it to like Act 3, maybe Act 2, something like that.
I think I barely made it to Act 3 when I played solo.
Yeah, and it gets hard, and the
It
bosses are
does.
pretty challenging. They all have different powers. I think I already
Yeah,
said that.
and like all the bosses are unique. which makes it like fun. Like there are some bosses that aren't fighters. Like I think one of my favorite ones was Beatrice the Tailor, who was this old lady, and you felt a little bad for eating her, but not that bad.
Yeah.
But and you went to her village, and you had to kill this lady, and you had to drink her blood. But in order to do that, there couldn't be anyone else around trying to kill you, and the entire guard of this village descends upon you.
Yeah.
And as she runs around rather quickly.
She panics and runs, and so you're like, no,
No,
and
no.
you're collecting all of these other guys who are running after you.
Yeah. And then you have to track her down and chase her down and do damage to her, and she has like a lot of health. So
Yeah, that was a good one.
that one was fun.
Yeah. All right, shall we go kill the alpha wolf? Are we ready?
Yes.
Oh, of course it's daytime now. We could probably travel during the day.
Yeah, like traveling during the day might be a good strategy because then you'll be sure to get to the boss you're going to fight during the night. Yeah.
And it just like in a MMORPG, everything respawns over time.
Yeah, even the V-Bloods.
Yeah.
So you can always go back and kill them for like the loot that they might have with them.
The material is too strong.
Ah!
No! What do you push to stop? Oh, that's you.
That's me.
I thought I was eating. I was like, no,
No.
I don't want to eat.
No.
I have rogue blood.
Okay. Yes. Let's keep going then. Okay, and you should heal up because I think it's right there.
I think I'm full health. Because I'm a badass.
See, when you say that, now I'm gonna plug in a clip of you dying to the corpse pile.
Because I'm a badass. I got turned into a web or something. Okay.
Oh, there's more of them now.
Oh,
Oh my god.
We should run.
No, we got this. It's running. It's running. Oh, 95%.
95%?
95.
What do you get?
Woo!
Oh my
Damage
gosh.
reduction and increased health regeneration.
So exciting.
Wow.
Look how pure it looks.
There it is.
All right. Hello, Alpha Wolf. I shoot you! Ooh, that was scary. Woo! Oh, special power. He hauls, and more wolves show up. Oh, and a plant! Get away from the plant! Get away from the plant! And he, oh, you're not paying attention to your health.
Oh,
very
I'm
well.
not. Health orbs. Mine. You
Oh,
don't
you
need
got
any.
that.
You're good.
Oh yeah, so the bosses do have that's a pretty cool thing. Where like if you make it far enough, you usually get some health orbs that pop out. Now we must extract the V blood,
And
which
since
we can
it's
both do.
A
luckily.
V blood, everyone can do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
nice.
feel stronger.
I like how all the trees fall down. It's like in the Highlander when he takes the guy's head and everything blows up around him. And we got a new. Oh, watch this! Look at me! Look at me! Are you looking at me?
I'm looking
Are
at
you
you.
looking?
Yeah.
I'm a wolf!
A wolf.
Which is basically a faster way to run places,
Yep.
right?
You can't fight anything as the wolf.
Yeah.
But also,
yeah,
wolves don't attack you.
wolves don't take it, or creatures in general. I think, right?
Is it creatures in general? Well, let's
I
go
don't
test
remember.
on these bears.
Okay.
I think the other creatures still attack you.
Look, we're like a
Oh, no, they don't.
Yep. See?
Look at
He's
that.
like, ah, it's just a couple wolves. Man, these wolves are really annoying.
Oh, nap time.
Oh, wow.
He's counting wolves.
Tired him out.
Okay, well, that's as far as we were going to play for the video.
Oh, yeah. Now I'm kind of into it, you know? I might have to start. So, unlike when we played Vermintide, I was kind of like, meh, yeah, Vermintide.
Yeah, we were pretty much done playing by the time we had filmed the end of that video. Whoa!
No, I'm not shooting you.
Ah!
No, leave me alone. That was Lydia the Archer. She is a badass.
She's another V-Blood, but from a more advanced level, so we probably can't kill her yet.
Wish I had been a wolf. Please let me be a wolf. Hey guys, it's me. See?
Oh!
Yes.
Yes!
We're part of the pack. All right. Uh-oh, now this guy. Get him, boys.
Don't shoot me, don't shoot me! If you take damage, come on, let's get him! Don't let him shoot you.
Get him, wolves. Oh,
Oh!
no.
Oh!
Now my boys are going to kill you. Oh, wow, that's fun. I don't remember that being fun.
I don't think we've ever managed to do that before.
Yeah? You could take a whole wolf pack into the... Ooh, where's that base at? Oh, did we lose our wolf pack? Oh,
Yeah,
we
they don't follow us very far.
All right.
Maybe we
Well-
should do a V-Rising Let's Play.
Ooh,
That should be
I
our
that
first Let's
idea.
Play.
If anyone wants to see a V Rising Let's Play, they should leave a comment.
We're probably gonna do it anyway.
We're probably going to do it anyway, but you should still leave a comment
Yes.
if you've made it this far in our video.
Which hopefully will be shorter than the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did have like 4 people watch our whole video last time.
One of which was us.
Oh, yeah. That's unfortunate. You have to count that, don't you?
Yeah. So
Are you trying to take credit for a watch too?
and one of which was my mom.
Someday when we're, super gamer influencers with our incredible YouTube channel,
Yeah.
we'll come back and watch this one, It'll be like a behind the YouTuber. We'll be so embarrassed. We'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that we were so terrible at this. All right. Is it time for the review?
The review. Yes, it is.
All right. Do we have the data? How much is it? How much is this selling for on Steam these days?
Well, it is still currently early access, so the price may change if it ever comes out of early access.
I almost got put off because you told me it was early access, and I looked at the Steam page, and there were DLCs. I'm like, whoa. Slow your roll, early access game.
Yes.
I hate it when they say that there's DLCs for early access game. You got to release your game before you do DLCs. Except, in this case, it was very clear that it's only
Like cosmetics or
cosmetic
additional pretty furniture to put in your castle.
Yeah, totally unnecessary stuff. So it's not game features or anything. And 2, they were, hey, we're releasing these if you want to continue to support us while we make our game.
It was like $30 for...
Which was crazy.
Yeah, it was $30 for some cosmetic stuff, which is a lot, but it's a donation to help support the game. Which is, yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. And they had, I
30.
think they have like a little free Halloween one. So like it's like little cosmetic stuff. But currently in early access, it is $20 on Steam.
This game is definitely going to get you $20 of entertainment value.
Definitely.
If what you saw is any appealing whatsoever, or if you like Conan Exiles, if you like massively multiplayer role-playing, God, that's so hard to say.
MMORPGs.
MMORPGs, if you like those, but like you're not so much about the fact that there's a whole bunch of other people on it. Although you could play this, this is like
It could never be massive though.
it's a tiny multiplayer, RPG.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of base buildings. Again, Conan Exiles, but not a lot of people play Conan Exiles, so I don't.
No, I think that's probably roughly as popular as this is. So.
Okay.
But it's it's fun. It's a little it's like a smaller MMORPG.
Building, progressing, exploring. It's got good combat, I think, with the bosses and the different types of enemies and stuff like that. It's engaging to learn, and you get new abilities that you feed into how you do the fighting, so it changes, constantly over time.
Yeah, and you can get new kinds of weapons. Like at the beginning, pretty much your only good weapon is the sword. Like later on, you can get these legendary weapons. You can have guns. You can have fancier swords, spears. I think there's bows.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
And if you have a group and it's not quite character, so there aren't character classes, which is weird.
Yes.
Right? For this kind of game. So there's not different roles. You can't have like a healer, and if you did that, that would be like pretty epic for a co-op game. But the different weapons and the different spells, you can kind of craft your own roles if you have a group. Like your sister liked using the spear because she could keep the people away, and that was handy for us to be able to get behind them and hit them and stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a bunch of different ways to play. There's a bunch of different things to do. Like this game could keep you entertained for a long time.
Yeah, and then if you could play it solo, you could go through it like that, and then you could play it in a small group. You could play it. I think it would be fun, like 2 small groups that are like opposed people. If you had that many friends, which I don't.
We don't.
But if you had 2 groups, like 3 or 4, like you could fight those people while you're also progressing through, and it'd be fun.
That would be fun. Yeah.
Or you can get on rando internet server and have people, say obnoxious things at you while you play.
Always an option. Always an option.
I don't know what the if we had done that, we'd be able to tell you kind of what the culture of the game is and stuff like that.
I would assume since it's a smaller game, it's probably better.
Probably, yeah.
It doesn't seem so targeted towards teenagers or younger kids, so it's probably pretty good.
Teenage boys, the worst.
Yeah.
All right.
The Steam reviews are pretty great. They're 88% positive.
88. That's good.
And there's no Metacritic review because it's still early access.
That's tricky of them. Yeah.
But
all right.
Solid game.
Yeah.
My list of pros and cons here. Pros. The character creation is nice. I always like a good game with character creation. Personal pro. The co-op is pretty easy, like to set up and to do. The systems, like the blood and the V-blood, getting the different abilities by killing the different bosses.
The progression system is awesome, and there's multiple progression systems.
There's also like a research bench that we didn't get to yet.
You have all the crafting, the building, the V-blood. Like the progressing is very good. They have really mastered that in this game.
Yeah, perfect. And the systems are unique, like the gameplay systems, like the blood and whatnot. Base building, you can build a pretty epic castle.
Yeah.
Like
my problem with that is sort of the same, and maybe it's me, but it's sort of the same problem I have with like Minecraft. Like you can build an epic castle, but why?
Yeah.
It's kind of just for you, right? Unless you were playing again on a server with other people, right? Where you had to build a defensive castle. But I haven't even really seen where that's really a thing. It's not like you're building a castle to keep out the hordes of peasants or something like that, right?
Yeah.
That's a limitation, I think.
Yeah, like that's like in Conan Exiles they had the what was that called? The Purge.
Yeah,
like,
and you would
a feature like that I think would really push this game. Like the peasants show up and try to burn your castle down every now and then.
Castle gets attacked. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because that was probably the funnest thing about Conan Exiles, where we're like, oh no, the purge is happening, and we'd have to run back from whatever we were doing and get our pets out and fight off the hordes of lava monsters or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, but continuing with the pros and cons, good progression, as you said. It easily holds your interest. There's always something to do or something else to go do if you don't want to do the thing that's up in the top left. And it's fun in both co-op or single player. Like, not a lot of games are fun for both, but I think this one solidly accomplishes that. Especially on single player, you can change the settings to maybe make bosses or monsters a little easier.
Pro is very customizable to the experience that you want.
Yes.
Based on you, if you control the server. A small con is you can only do that at the beginning of the game.
Yes.
Unlike, again, Conan Exiles, where if you're the administrator, you can change those whenever.
Yeah. Which is a little unfortunate, but I feel like that might be part of the game's early accessness. That you can't
maybe
edit
they'll add
settings in game. Yeah. Because according to several Steam threads, you can change the settings, but it requires going into the game's code, which is scary. And so we don't really... I'd rather have long daytime than mess with the game code.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we're
it
not
also... While the game...
Are you going to cut that out? I just called all coders nerds.
Fine, I'll cut that out.
No, you shouldn't. Just keep it. I say that in a brotherhood sense as an engineer.
I mean, you're sitting here recording a game review video.
Yeah.
There's no denying your nerdness.
Yeah. Huge nerd.
But another con is that even though it has a good progression and it really holds your interest, the replayability is limited because it's the same thing every time.
You're saying if you go all the way through the 80 V-Bloods?
Yeah, but I couldn't play a whole single player game and then sit there and play a whole nother single player game.
Yeah. This isn't a forever game. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a forever game like... what's a forever game? Like Civilization? You can play that over and over and over again? Or The Sims for you guys, you know?
Yeah,
Or Minecraft. Some people, Minecraft or whatever. It would be difficult to just keep playing this over again.
Yeah, I mean, it'll take you a long time to get through all of it.
Now, you could play it solo all the way through or co-op all the way through, and then you could go and play online with a bunch of different people. You could build,
and you'd probably be a total badass because you beat the whole game before.
Maybe. I bet you usually when you play single player, you learn about a bunch of negative habits that would hurt you in multiplayer.
True. To continue with the list of cons, Wi-Fi is required even if you're playing single player.
Yeah, that's lame.
Yeah, but if you're playing a game, you probably have Wi-Fi usually. So.
But unless you go underway on a submarine and you want to play your V Rising game, and then you get real mad because they make you have internet.
That is unfortunate, but probably not very relatable.
Okay.
And final con is the collection of materials becomes repetitive. But you can always just raise that multiplier, so you have to collect less materials.
Yep. And some people like that.
Yeah, nice grindy game.
Yep.
Again, the customizability of this game is pretty great.
Right.
Like, you can make it easier. You can make it so much harder. Like, all of the bosses that we just fought and all of the monsters, their, damage done percentage is below 50%, automatically. So you could crank that up.
Yeah.
And that would be hard.
That would be difficult.
hard. But yeah, so shall we move into the rating?
Yes. We've already agreed that we're rating it
And Bloodsuckers. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. We've only rated one game before this, and that is Vermintide 2, which we rated 3 of 5 rat ogres.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So, it's better than Vermintide 2.
It's undeniably better than Vermintide 2.
Yeah. What do you think?
I'm tempted to give it a 5.
A 5?
I am. I really love it. But it doesn't, there's, little things that I would change. But, giving it a 4 sounds, extreme.
Yeah.
This is why, I wanted to rate Vermintide 3 out of 5, but I want to rate this one, a 9 out of 10.
But that definitely, there's no we can't compare apples and oranges. I guess you could compare apples and oranges. You could be like, I like apples, and I don't like oranges because you have to peel them, and I'm lazy. So, I just compared apples and oranges. Apples are superior to oranges. I solved a mystery of life right there. You can compare apples to oranges.
Okay. Comment below. Which do you like more, apples or oranges?
I guess it depends on the apple. Oh my god. Okay.
A huge debate
So
there.
yeah. So here's the deal. I'm not ready to give something a 5. This is not like, oh my. I can think of like 5 games that are significantly better than this game. While this is a decent game, I would give it a 4 out of 5, like a 80%, a B minus. Well, you know what? B minus is too low. Maybe a.
Like, I'd give it a solid A or A minus.
All right. How about a 4.5?
We'll average our things. 4.5.
4.5. A 4.5 out of 5 bloodsuckers.
Deal.
I don't want to see that 0.5 bloodsucker though. Like he's I don't know exactly what he is. If he's half a bloodsucker or like a small bloodsucker. Yeah. I definitely don't want to see a half a one. That'd be gross.
No. He can stay away.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 4.5 out of 5 bloodsuckers. Much better, I think we agree, than Vermintide.
Yes.
Fun as a group. You and me and your sister played this game, I think, for like 10 or 12 hours before she got bored,
Yes.
which is above average.
And then you and I went and we had our own solo games for
Yeah.
quite a long while.
Yeah. You played it like pretty far.
Yeah.
I moved on to something else, not too long after. It's good.
But yeah.
Again, if I could have a group and then have another group, I think that would, and you played at the same time, you had like arranged times to play.
Yeah, that would be the ideal situation.
Yeah, like if I could have my children and another dad had his children, and we fought, and whoever won was the best family, like that would be the number 1 game of all time. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Maybe when we become famous YouTubers, we'll have famous YouTuber friends that we could play with.
Ooh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. All right. Pro family game. Well, I don't know if it's a family. It's probably not fair to call it a family game. There's lots of eating of people and they explode. and stuff.
Oh, yeah. But, like, it's kind of far
Yes.
away.
It's cartoony.
It's cartoony.
Yeah. No adult themes or anything like that,
No,
other than
no.
vampires eating people.
Like, the worst thing about it is the vampires eating people.
Yeah. You do enslave people. Like later on.
It's like a hypnotizing thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally supernatural enslavement. you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
You can also build a prison.
Yeah.
And just
Put
keep
people
people
in?
in that prison.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess
to
there's
eat
some
later.
There's some adult themes. We'll just have to.
Maybe.
But like, nothing that kids these days can't deal with.
Once you're old enough to actually play the game,
Yeah.
you're probably fine.
You're not bothered by that. You've seen plenty of movies that explain to you how vampires work.
Yeah.
What's the best vampire movie?
I don't think I've seen a lot of vampire movies. Like, I love vampire movies. How have I not seen a lot of them?
Yeah, there's some good ones out there.
Like, the only one I can think of is Twilight, and there's no way that's the best vampire movie.
That's not the best vampire movie.
Like, I love Twilight.
There's always old school Dracula,
No, Mom says Interview with a Vampire.
where the light comes across as. That was like the first movie. You had the light go across the eye. I don't know if it was the first movie, but it's the one I remember.
The first one you saw.
Yeah. Yeah, Interview with the Vampire. That's a good one. Adult themes. But that's pretty good. Oh, Blade. Yeah, Blade's a good one. He's a superhero who's sort of vampire-y, and he kills vampires.
Oh, that's cool.
Wesley Snipes. Is Discovery of Witches. I've never heard of that. It's a mom vampire movie.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. All right. Well, there's your movie watching list for vampire studies. All right. I guess we should sign us off.
Well, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.
Be sure to smash that subscribe button.
And click the bell if you want to see all of our future videos, like our next game.
Mech Warrior 5.
No, not Mech Warrior
Oh.
5.
Dang it.
Unless
All
you
right.
really want to see Mech Warrior 5. In which case, you can leave a comment, and you'll probably be the only comment, and we will play Mech Warrior 5.
Yes. Yes.
Our next game is Spyparty.
Oh, yes. Spyparty.
Spyparty.
Which is not a co-op game. It's a versus
It's
game.
a versus game.
But it's awesome.